Lydia, it's so wonderful to see young students and young scholars who are, wanting to do great things within feminist studies. So what are your hopes for when you're going to be studying for your doctoral work?
So right now with my doctoral work, I'm moving forward with a project that centers at the intersection of New Testament early Christianity and disability studies. And with that project, I want to bring a materialist feminist lens to disability studies in order to push the field of New Testament early Christianity to its brink and into a space in which we can use the literature of the early Christians, including the New Testament and other early Christian thinkers such as Origen, and push their language to a space that we have never brought it before in order to bring it to emancipatory and liberatory limits for individuals.
That's really a new area. So what kind of made you interested in that area of study?
I've always been interested in the embodiment, in the body and in embodiment, and in questions about what it means to be human and what it means to live in the fleshy existence that we all live in. But I wanted to have a language that is able to express sort of the capaciousness of that fleshy existence. And I think that feminist studies brings a particular set of questions that allows one to push into and past language in a way that other sorts of studies and that sort of thing maybe don't always.
Wow. So have you done a little bit of research in that area already?
Yes.
You have? Oh, wow. Can you share a little bit about that?
Yes, I'm currently working on my master's thesis, which works on, which is a study of a review article of the field of disability studies in New Testament in early Christianity, and it's a really call for the field to do more research and work.
Wow. Which biblical passages are you focusing on?
So my sort of starting narrative is the John 9 narrative with the blind man, and I'm really intrigued by sort of when the disciples approach the blind man, they can recognize and see and read a particular sort of disabled and sinful existence onto him, and they raise this question of who has sinned. Is it this blind man or is his parents? And so there's no question about whether sin is written onto the body through his disability, which is visible, and then Jesus sort of undoes that, but the question still, I think, rests in the air in a way that I think we need to sort of bring back and think about what's at stake for individuals who are blind, maybe in the early Christian world, but also maybe even today.
Wow.
And what's at stake in sort of, if we're using that as a metaphor for being spiritually blind, what does that mean for those who are actually blind?
Well, I've read that passage so many times, I never kind of approached it that way. I hope you can publish your thesis, and then that could grow into some other bigger project. So thank you so much, and best of luck to you in your future studies. It's so important to see young women, go into this field and make a contribution. So thank you so much, Lydia.
Thank you.